It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. Mr. Stan Kenley is with us this morning, Downtown Indiana Incorporated. I'm telling you what, you talk about a busy time of the year. Boy, you got it going right now. Our conversation brought to you by Marcus & Mack, voted Best Personal Injury Law Firm in the Best of Indiana County contest. Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Good morning.
Morning. How are you this morning?
Wonderful. Good to have you with us here today.
It's always a pleasure.
I said, I wasn't exaggerating. This is really, your schedule is nuts.
Yeah, this time of year is always pretty crazy. So we just got a lot going on, and it's all wonderful, beautiful things, and we're excited.
Most communities, when you get to November and you're heading into the winter months, they slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
It doesn't slow down here.
No, it picks up for us.
Yeah. So it actually starts tonight.
Yeah, well, yes, tonight the Wine and Spirits Walk kicks off. If you haven't got your tickets, please do so now. I mean, they're selling fast. We're already at like over 300 ticket sales. Wow. We're hoping for a 500 sellout. So if you haven't got your tickets, get them now. I'll tell you where you can get them as well. You can pick up paper tickets at the 700 shop, Lucy Ray, Dan Smith Candies, Kenley Insurance, Woody Lodge Winery, and Disobedient Spirits. And then also you can find them online. Just go to our Facebook page, go to the Wine and Spirits Walk event, and there'll be a link take you right to online sales. So pretty smooth. If you run into any trouble, feel free to reach out to me directly, and we'll make sure we get you tickets.
All right. So that's one thing.
Yeah. And for that tonight too, registration starts at 4:00. And the wine walk begins at 4:30. It's still going to run till 8:00 as it traditionally does. We just started a half hour early to give some early birds the opportunity to get moving for the night too.
Now, how does it work for folks who haven't done this before?
Yeah, so registration will be at the Coney Island. It'll be in their Dubner, and you'll just come in there. You'll find DI representatives. You'll find Becky Leisure's group there from the concierge services helping direct people. There'll be a photo booth set up. You'll come in. You get in line. Purchase your tickets or check in if you bought tickets online. We'll take your name. You'll be given a tracking number. So if you decide to purchase any wine and if you're in any retail shops too, you want to purchase clothes or purchase something like that, we have a pickup service. So as you're going through, you can pick up that wine or purchase that wine or merchandise, and our volunteer pickup people will take it back to a location. But at registration, you'll be given a wristband with a number. We'll get your name and cell phone number. Then you'll also be given a map of where everything's at. And we'll kind of set everybody off in a little bit different areas to keep congestion down. And then you're on your way. And then at the end, at the First Commonwealth Bank location where their insurance offices are, that is where we're going to do our wine pickup and merchandise pickup. And then also, that'll be where the complimentary wine glasses are. Typically, we would give those out at registration, and then somebody's got to carry them around with them all night. Yeah. Well, we decided to just leave them at the pickup location. So when you're done, you just filter back over to the First Commonwealth Bank insurance office, turn in your wristband, get your complimentary glass, and then move on for the night.
There you go.
Yeah, go grab dinner somewhere and finish shopping downtown.
You've had yourself a night.
Yeah. So we have a total of 20 wineries and distilleries, and that's combined in 19 stops this year. So that is like 5 more stops and like 6 more wineries and distilleries than we had last year. So a lot of new faces this year. Some people that couldn't be here last year, we were able to get back, and it's really become a pretty powerful event for downtown Indiana.
Yeah, remember now, just a sip.
Yeah, just a little sip at every place.
All right. So that's tonight.
Yes. Yeah. So that kicks off tonight. Something that I want to make everybody aware of, I just got the information yesterday from Hank at the parking facilities there that the Veterans Day Parade will be held on Saturday, November 11th. Just to let people know that they're going to be shutting streets down from like 4th Street to 9th Street. That'll start happening about 10 a.m., and the parade will be kicking off about 10:45 a.m. And again, that's on Saturday, November 11th.
Okay. Yeah.
So
it's always, Indiana County turns out for that.
Oh yeah.
But it's interesting because November 11th is rarely on a Saturday.
Right.
And so we hope that folks still turn out for it, even though they're not working downtown that day.
Yeah, let's hope so. I think everybody will come out and support and wants to be part of the community. And then following that, right on into another DI event will be on Sunday, November 12th. Will be our Fall Ladies Day Out. that runs from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. The majority of the local businesses start to feature their holiday items to kick off that shopping season for Christmas. Some of the establishments will offer refreshments or specials or things of that nature. So it's a great day to get out and start to get a feel for what the businesses have to offer for the holiday season, and see what everybody has to get you out there. And like I said, there's always some kind of special or refreshment or enticement for each of the locations. So, and there'll be a list of that posted probably next week of all the participating locations for that. So keep an eye on that on Facebook, and you'll be able to see all the stops that'll be participating for that.
Yeah, that's a good time.
Yeah. And then obviously jump right into that following Friday on November 17th, kicks off our It's a Wonderful Life parade and celebration. On Friday the 17th will be light up night with the parade. And then the rest of that weekend, there'll be a lot of activities. And then that just runs clean through December 15th with every weekend having activities. We got some special, unique things happening for November 17th. Can't tell you what those are. You'll have to come to the parade and find out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So we got a few things up our sleeves this year.
Gee.
And we really tried to analyze this event and try to get things elevated this year, such as we got a lift for you guys for video recording and doing the introductions on the parade, try to help make things flow a lot better. We worked on our lineup to construct, getting people ready for the parade to facilitate them through a lot faster and more organized to keep it better for the people and the participants.
Yeah,
so
well, that night's just all about fun, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we'll have the marshmallows in the park, and there'll be soup and hot chocolate, and there'll be a band performing in there, and I can't tell you the few other things that are happening right before the parade, but you probably want to get up here around 5:30, 6 o'clock. That's when everything's going to be kicking off, and then the parade will start about 10 till 7. It will start lining everybody up and kicking things off. So if the centralized location of IRMC Park, the parade ought to be hitting there about 7:05.
Parking garage is a good option then, isn't it?
What's that?
The parking garage would be a
Oh,
good
absolutely,
option.
yeah. Hank and those guys will have people there facilitating people through and keeping the things organized there. So definitely a great option for parking.
Yep.
It's always a busy time downtown, but it's, this time of year really kicks it off for that holiday season and just gets everybody in a good mood. And, we've incorporated some things which the details will be released here over the next week, but one of the things we instilled is a cookie tour. It's going to be mimicked very similar to our tasting tour throughout the holiday season. It's going to be for both, the parents to take the kids around, and then there'll be a registration, and we're going to give away some bikes. So once you finish the cookie tour, you'll come back to IRMC Park to register. We're going to have a boy bike and a girl bike, so we've something for 2 giveaways there, and those will be sponsored by local businesses, which we'll talk about that next week. And then also we've incorporated some adult activities as well. There'll be a pub crawl coming up. Plus we also have breakfast with Santa. Plus we'll also have pop-up bars located at IRMC Park and Friday evenings for adults. And then, of course, every Saturday from 12 to 3, Santa will be in the park. So the kids will be able to come down and visit Santa. We'll have cookies. We'll have the marshmallows. We're going to have some entertainment. We'll have soup. We'll have hot chocolate. It's just going to be just an all-around warm, fuzzy good time.
There you go. Warm, fuzzy good times is what you're all about in downtown Indiana.
I'm excited for it. Our committee puts a lot of time and effort into this, but it goes above and beyond that. It is so many people in the community and the businesses that are stepping up to make this happen. If it wasn't the community and the businesses all coming together, we couldn't do this. I mean, our committee does a phenomenal job, but we're only so many people. So, we were just talking about this the other day, that we just can't say thank you enough to our community and our businesses and the support that they give us. It is, truly appreciated.
Good people. All right, Sam, we got less than a minute here.
Okay, we'll finalize up here with November 25th, kicks off Small Business Saturday, and is also the kickoff of the Downtown Dollars, which we'll have more information on that coming next week as well. So.
Oh, gosh, when I said we have less than a minute, you actually took me seriously.
Well, yeah, I didn't want to.
One of the few who does. I usually say less than a minute when we have about a minute and a half because I know that they won't do it. But you actually did it.
I did it. All right.
Where do we find out more about all these lovely events?
Right now, just stay focused on the Downtown Indiana Facebook page. All the information is being filtered there. If you have any questions or concerns on anything, please reach out to me personally, 724 388-9540.
Wine walk tonight.
Wine walk tonight.
There you go. At what time? What's the timing on that?
Registration starts at 4 o'clock and the event kicks off at 4:30.
Very good.
And you can still buy tickets at the door if you don't have time to get them online today, or pick them up at one of the locations.
Cool. Downtown Indiana, busy place, busy people. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you.
It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. Fox News is next at the top of the hour. We talked to Larry Venturini in our next half hour. Larry, of course, from PA Career Link. And then we are visiting with a gentleman by the name of Kenneth Gray. He's a former FBI agent, talking AI and propaganda, terrorist propaganda. That's a heavy topic. That'll be at 9:45. It's Indiana in the Morning on WCCS.
This is Tony Satil, candidate for district judge. When it comes to experience, my opponent likes to use numbers. The only two numbers you need to know are these: my 33 years of legal experience compared to her 13 years. Use your common sense. Let me use my 33 years of courtroom experience to serve as your next district judge.
It's time for Tony. Tony Sotil for district judge.
Paid for by Tony Sotil for district judge.
There's been a lot of talk lately about simple and affordable funerals. You go online, pick from a drop-down menus, like orders from a big box store, losing that personal touch. I'm Jerry Roof of McCabe Roof Funeral Home. Call me to talk. No need to go online, no menus. One call can give you the funeral you want at a price you can afford, costing you nothing but your time. I'm Jerry Roof of McCabe Roof Funeral Home in Clyde.
Hello, my name is Walter Schroeth, and I'm running for the Indiana Area School Board. The last 3 years have brought unprecedented challenges to our district. As a sitting board member and its president, we have met and overcame those challenges brought on by the COVID pandemic. We kept our students in their classrooms, increased student programming opportunities, expanded our fully funded college dual enrollment program, increased our partnerships with IUP, enhanced our school security with a one-of-its-kind partnership with the Indiana Borough Police Department, built an $8 million fund balance, and with the exception of this current school year, did it all without raising taxes for the previous 6 years. Join me in keeping our district on track academically and financially. On November the 7th, vote Walter Schroeth, Indiana Area School Board.
Paid for by the candidate Walter Schroeth. 101.1 FM and AM 1160 WCCS, Homer City, Smicksburg.
WCCS. Less hiring, more unemployment. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. That's a report just out this morning.
There were 150,000 new jobs created last month, fewer than expected. The unemployment rate rose from 3.8 to 3.9%. Also, job creation for August and September has been revised lower by 101,000.
Fox's Janika Sola. That report could lift stocks futures higher before the opening bell. Secretary of State Antony Blinken visiting Israel for a third time since Hamas's terror attack started a war.
How Israel does this matters, and it is very important that when it comes to the protection of civilians who are caught in the crossfire of Hamas's making, that everything be done to protect them.
Blinken's visit comes as fighting rages on inside the Gaza Strip behind me. We've heard small arms fired today. The Israelis are updating their death toll to 24 soldiers since they launched the ground portion of this war. 28 days in, factions inside Gaza still maintain their abilities to fire rockets. There have been sirens sounding in southern Israel today.
That's Fox's Trey Yanks near the border. Officials in Gaza say more than 9,000 Palestinians have been killed. House Republicans have approved $14 billion in military aid just for Israel. GOP Congressman Mike Gallagher just told Fox.
I think we need a separate track of negotiations for things like Ukraine in return for meaningful border policy changes.
But the House bill may go nowhere in the Senate because they want to bundle Israel and Ukraine aid together. At the civil trial in New York, former President Trump calls rigged, denying his company committed fraud like the judge ruled.
Eric Trump, who now runs the Trump Organization, is due back on the witness stand today. New York Attorney General Letitia James is suing the Trumps and the Trump Organization, accusing them of inflating the former president's net worth in order to get favorable deals on insurance and loans.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. So far, Eric and Donald Trump Jr. have distanced themselves in testimony from financial statements. America's listening to Fox News.
29 in Indiana. Good morning. I'm Josh Woodison on WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com, 9:02 on this third day of November 2023. It's been a busy morning so far for our first responders. 2 fire companies and Citizens Ambulance are on the scene of an accident in Green Township. Initial reports say someone fell 25 feet from a tree in the area of Cypress Road near the intersection with Cookport Road. Indiana County 911 dispatched the Commodore Fire Department and Citizens Ambulance at 6:46 this morning. Clymer Fire Department was called out at 7:03 to provide additional manpower. Crews are on the scene, still on the scene at this time. And just within the last few minutes, Indiana Fire Association has been called out for a multiple vehicle accident with injuries reported at the intersection of Philadelphia Street and Crissy Park Drive. That was at 8:56. 3 vehicles still on the roadway. In fact, you can hear the sirens right now as the vehicles are currently making their way west on Philadelphia Street. We have been told, though, that there is no entrapment, that according to initial scanner reports. WCCS News Time, 9:03. News brought to you by Indiana Regional Medical Center. Better health, better life.
When you've sprained an ankle and need an x-ray, when that scratchiness in your throat won't just go away, when your potato peeler nicks your finger and you might require stitches, that's when you need Urgicare at IRMC at Chestnut Ridge. Urgicare is fast, it's convenient, and you don't even need an appointment. And at IRMC at Chestnut Ridge, you're seen by medical practitioners who are the very best. And I have proof. IRMC at Chestnut Ridge has been chosen Best Urgent Care and Best Walk-In Clinic in the 2023 Best of Indiana County voting. For the best non-emergency medical care, including rapid testing for flu, strep throat, and COVID-19, minor aches and pains in your joints, abdomen, back, or feet, a school, work, or sports physical, and so much more, visit IRMC at Chestnut Ridge. And remember, you have the complete support of the medical services of Indiana Regional Medical Center should they be needed. IRMC at Chestnut Ridge along Old Route 119 next to the Chestnut Ridge Golf Resort. Get in, get out, get better.
WCCS News Time, 9:04. IUP held a ribbon-cutting ceremony yesterday to officially open their new math and science building. The Dr. John Jay and Char Kopchik Hall was officially opened 3 years after ground was broken on the project along the North Walk of IUP's Oak Grove. The over 140,000 square foot facility will house the Kopchik College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics, along with over 50,000 square feet of lab space, and it will have 65 faculty members working inside it. The Kopchiks are IUP alumni, longtime supporters of the university. They came from coal mining families to IUP for science and education programs before going on to their individual successes. IUP President Dr. Michael Driscoll called their story a true Western Pennsylvania story.
The 2 individuals coming from families of coal miners, an Indiana kind of story, Western Pennsylvania kind of story, were great students at IUP, went off and were remarkably successful, and everything they've done is to support students going forward as they give back.
First classes in the new building will be held in the spring semester of 2024. Pictures and video from the ribbon cutting can be found in this story at WCCSradio.com. Criminal call hearings are scheduled for Indiana County Court today, including one for a Culver woman charged with drug delivery resulting in death. Court documents show 36-year-old Lauren Marie Bingaman will have her hearing before Indiana County President Judge Thomas Bianco. She was charged in connection with an overdose death at a home in Clymer on July 2nd of last year. State police were called out that day to assist EMTs with a possible overdose victim. Despite the use of Narcan and other life-saving efforts, 34-year-old Daniel Carl Bingaman of Clymer died due to a drug overdose. In the autopsy conducted by the Westmoreland County Coroner's Office, it was revealed that he died from acute intoxication from a combination of fentanyl and xylazine. Troopers found Lauren at the scene along with several young children who were within reach of potentially lethal drug paraphernalia, and police were able to trace the purchase of the drugs back to Lauren. She faces 4 counts each of reckless endangerment and endangering the welfare of children, along with single counts of drug delivery and possession of a controlled substance with intent to deliver. A criminal call is designed to update the court and the parties involved on the progress of a case. Proceedings are usually postponed to a later date, but on occasion, guilty pleas have been entered at this phase. WCCS News Time, 9:07. AccuWeather forecast brought to you by Friends of Shireen Hess.
Hi, I'm Shireen Hess, Indiana County Commissioner. In my first 2 terms, I've worked to bring positive change to Indiana County through broadband expansion, construction of educational facilities, and improvements to our parks and trails, to name just a few, all while managing the many challenges that still face Indiana County. I'm asking you to vote for me this November because experience matters and teamwork is vital. Let's keep the train moving forward. Vote Shireen Hess for County Commissioner.
Paid for by friends of Shireen Hess. AM 1160 and 101.1 FM. WCCS.
Here's your AccuWeather forecast. Today, mostly sunny, a little bit warmer. High today at 58. Cloudy skies for tonight and low at 38. For tomorrow, mostly cloudy and the daytime high 54. Get your weather news when and how you want it from AccuWeather.com. And don't forget the free app. I'm AccuWeather Steve Williams for your hometown radio station.
30 degrees in Indiana. In our news at the bottom of the hour, 2 people were hurt yesterday in a crash on Route 22 in Derry Township. Take WCCS wherever you go by listening online using your mobile device or computer. Find the Listen Live link at WCCSradio.com. Brought to you by Indiana Regional Medical Center and SeaWorld Satellites. I'm Josh Whittison for WCCS. It's 9:08 and it's time for Sports in a Minute. Brought to you by Indiana Regional Medical Center. Better health, better life. Here's Todd Marino.
All right, Josh, the District 6 high school football playoffs arrived with the Heritage Conference playing a prominent role in both Class A and AA. We've got 2 radio games and 2 rent-a-digital TV games to tell you about. We'll do that at the bottom of this hour. Steelers last night, down in the fourth quarter again. That happens a lot to them. Fortunately for them, they come back and win a lot of those games, and they did last night. 20-16 over the Tennessee Titans. One bad note from the game. Steelers lost linebacker Cole Holcomb, probably for the season. Serious knee injury suffered in the first quarter. Steelers-Packers, November the 12th. They'll get a little extra rest between now and then. Penguins fly to California to take on the San Jose Sharks tomorrow night, their first West Coast road trip of the season. Yesterday, a number of Penguins players were wearing those neck guards during practice in Cranberry. Tomorrow night's face-off, 10 o'clock. You'll hear it on U92. First official day of the Major League Baseball offseason. The Pirates lost 3 guys on waiver claims. San Diego took Tucupito Marcano back from the Bucs. Vinny Capra goes to Milwaukee. Alfonso Rivas to Cleveland. Pirates also traded right-handed reliever Cody Bolton to Seattle. And the District 6 AA volleyball semifinals, top seed Phillipsburg Osceola takes out West Shamokin in straight sets. Sports in a minute. Brought to you by IRMC, Better Health, Better Life. And it is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com at 10 minutes after 9 o'clock.
When it comes to choosing a district judge, my many years of experience in the criminal justice system sets me apart. I am Anne Marie Everett, and I bring over a decade of unmatched criminal law experience to the table. I've been a public defender, passionately representing my clients. Because of my many years of experience, I understand when to be tough and when to be compassionate. Tough but fair. That's what our community needs, and that's what I will bring to the bench. On November 7th, vote Anne Marie Everett for District Judge.
Paid for by friends of Anne Marie Everett for District Judge Committee.
Hi, I'm Erin Doherty from First Commonwealth Bank, inviting you to join us in supporting ICAP through our Share the Warmth campaign. For the month of November, your donation will be doubled by First Commonwealth Bank when you give via our website and select ICAP. Visit fcbanking.com/time to share. fcbanking.com/time to share. First Commonwealth Bank, member FDIC.
Hi, I'm attorney Bob Marcus.
And I'm attorney Brian Mitterheiser.
If you've been hurt in an accident, you need an experienced team of attorneys, and that's Marcus and Mack.
For nearly 50 years, we've helped clients obtain financial compensation for their losses, and our firm is dedicated to doing what is right and whatever it takes.
If you've been hurt in an accident, tell them you mean business and call Marcus and Mack.
Voted Best Personal Injury Lawyer 2 straight years in the Best of Indiana County contest. Visit them online at marcusandmack.com.
Hello, this is John Lefthal, Director of the John A. Lefthal Funeral Home. As we get older, it's important to have our lives in order. By prearranging your funeral, it lets your family know exactly what you want and reduces your loved one's stress levels. For more information on prearranging your funeral, call us at the Lefthal Funeral Home, 724-463-4499 for an appointment, or visit us on our website, lefthalfuneralhome.com. The John A. Lefthal Funeral Home, providing families with dignity, excellence, and compassion.
12 minutes after 9 o'clock, it is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. Coming up in our next half hour, it is a visit with a gentleman by the name of Kenneth Gray. Now, Ken is a former FBI agent. He's retired, and he is a lecturer at the University of New Haven, senior lecturer on criminal justice, homeland security, and emergency management. And it's an interesting topic. Christopher Wray, the FBI director, told Congress this week that AI, artificial intelligence, has been used to amplify terrorist propaganda. Now, what does that mean? How do you amplify terrorist propaganda? Well, you put it in your face constantly, and you put it in people's inboxes. You put it everywhere, and you basically turn up the volume on it. And so we're going to learn what that does, how they do that, and what we can do to combat terrorist propaganda from Kenneth Gray in our next half hour. DK is going to be with us in a couple of moments as well. Derek Kelly from PA Career Link. He is on our schedule. It is Indiana in the Morning, and it's WCCS at 13 minutes after 9 o'clock. Good morning. Glad that you are with us. Now, we had a feature from earlier this morning that we saved till now. Why? Well, because we can. Because we can, we did. And that's Gianna Gelosi. We normally get Gianna in our 6 o'clock hour, but Gianna was she was ready to go, but we just had too much stuff packed in. So I don't want to let the opportunity go by. If you haven't heard Gianna's True Crime Minute, it's a pretty good feature. So now's a little bonus chance for you to get that. We have the Money Matters report coming up, too, in a couple of moments.
I'm Gianna Gelosi with your Fox True Crime Minute. A North Dakota woman is accused of poisoning her boyfriend with antifreeze in a plot to steal his $30 million inheritance. 47-year-old Ina Thea Knoyer was charged with murder in the September 5th death of 51-year-old Stephen Edward Riley Jr., her boyfriend of 10 years. Police records show Riley felt drunk when he met with his lawyer September 3rd to finalize the receipt of his inheritance and was supposedly going to break it off with his girlfriend once he got the money. The next day, paramedics arrived to find Riley unresponsive and his mind not home. He died at the hospital the next day. An autopsy showed Riley ingested antifreeze. Prosecutors say Knoyer poisoned him, but Knoyer maintained her innocence. She told investigators she planned to split the massive inheritance with Riley's son, saying she's entitled to the money as Riley's common-law wife. North Dakota, however, does not recognize such relationships. Knoyer is going to be back in court next month. There's more on this story at foxnews.com. Subscribe to the Fox True Crime Podcast with Emily Campagno. I'm Gianna Gelosi with your Fox True Crime Minute.
All right, Gianna, thanks so much. It is Indiana in the Morning on WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com. Online, you click the Listen Live link. It is brought to you by IRMC and by SeaWorld Satellites. 9:15 o'clock right now. And we'll check in with DK in a couple of moments. Right now, we want to do the Money Matters report this morning.
Halloween has come and gone, and some people have started putting up their Christmas decorations. Excitement for the holiday season is also hitting some stores, which are rolling out Christmas deals in November.
You're starting to see retailers get in the spirit for sure. We are really hoping for a strong fourth quarter.
Dawn McVeigh with the Federation of Independent Business says it's the customers who want to shop this early, but it's something retailers embrace. A poll done by Gallup last month found that 1 in 4 holiday shoppers started their shopping earlier than usual. All of West Maui, except for Lahaina, is now back open to tourists. A full reopening happened Wednesday, less than a month after the first part of the region reopened for the first time since the wildfires in August. Some businesses may find the return of visitors coming at a much-needed time. The Department of Business, Economic Development, and Tourism says both visitor arrivals and spending in Maui were down by 50% in September. The agency